World record attempt, episode number 3 of climbing the tallest mountain in every single country in the world. In this episode, we're going to be climbing North Africa's tallest mountain and Morocco's tallest mountain, which is known as Mount Toubkal, at 4,167 meters tall. This project is called ProjectWorldPeaks. We're also going to be visiting waterfalls with monkeys, riding camels through the Sahara desert, and riding hot air balloons. Me and Oisin have just made it past passport control, so now we just have to head to the baggage so I can get my rucksack that we're going to be hiking in. So let's see if we can find it. So we're on the rooftop of our hotel now. This is what it looks like. We were invited to have tea on the rooftop with a worker of the hotel. So we're gonna do that now. There's Oisin looking awkward as usual. And this is the view at the top of the hotel. This is what the hotel worker Hakeem brought up for us. Here's Oisin eating some naan bread, very nonchalant. The tea is actually really nice, and we've got this view over Morocco. So we still got our fancy dinner after this, but this will be a nice little setup for the dinner. So it's now 7:30 in the morning. We're gonna go up and get some breakfast with the hotel, and then we're heading to Ouzoud waterfalls, where we're gonna see the tallest waterfalls in North Africa and see some monkeys. And then it is mountain day tomorrow, so our mountain day content will be tomorrow, but this will only be a short segment of waterfalls and monkeys. I'm here now with Mr. Monkey Man. Say hello, Mr. Monkey. This is pretty cool.
Guys, come on, let's go.
Here we are now at the bottom of the tallest waterfall in North Africa. This is what it looks like. It's pretty cool. That's where we came down from, over there. And there's some dude there. This is another angle at the bottom of the waterfall. It is so mighty waterfall. Yeah.
Okay.
Landscape. We're at the bottom of the mountain at base camp today. We've just woken up, gonna get some breakfast, and then we're gonna climb to 3,300 meters today. So I'm gonna show you a few clips going up, and I'll be talking throughout the whole thing.
Of the weather-wise, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty nice out there.
Yeah.
Is it? Us?
So we're at a little hut at the minute, just having a break. There's Oisin with his broken walking pole. Unlucky. But I think that's toubkal, I'm not entirely sure. But we've come from over there, we've hiked up here, and I'm just having a little break now, drinking my electrolytes. So, still going pretty good. Now the toubkal sign. There you go, Oisin. Still not sure which one we're going to, but we've made it here. This one. So, apparently, it's that one over there that we're heading to. And we're at the Toubkal National Park now, so we'll keep ticking away. But still not too tired yet, which is very good. We'll keep going. We're at a shop now. It's the first shop at the trek. Gives us a chance to have a rest anyways. The mountain's still there. So I'm gonna have some water, some electrolytes, and take a nice rest, but here's the view anyways. Sit there. Some serious view. Sorry for the shaking. Look at that. We're at an absolutely gorgeous section at the minute. I'm recording in 0.5, so the mountain doesn't look that big, but trust me, it's massive. But it's a gorgeous little waterfall. We're heading up there as a shrine, so we're going to be heading up there, a holy shrine. But my God, this has been some beautiful hike so far. So we're at our lunch spot now. A few shops. This is where we're eating, and some view from where we're eating. Look at that. So this is the view we're going to have eating lunch today. Serious view. Extremely difficult though. I'm quite tired. We're here. We got another 3 hours after this, but we're still doing good work so far. Let's have some lunch and just get some energy.
Thank you.
About an hour hiking after lunch. This is the view we have at the minute. There's everyone. Niall, say hi. So this is the view we have. We're having a little break. We've got an hour left until we make it to the refuge at 3,200 meters. So it's been some hell of a day so far. The cover surrounded in snow, but if I can get this around, it's very tiring, and I'm feeling the altitude a little bit. Every breath, I feel like I have to take 2 breaths type of thing. But there's only a small bit left before we get our rest. Dinner was fantastic, but this is the type of thing that we're dealing with here. Apologies for the shaky phone, but I'm a little tired. So we've got to keep pushing that way, and there's everybody. It's great so far. So we've made it to snow. Now it's actually quite slippy. We're walking along this ridge, so we have to take our time. Apologies for the shaky camera. I don't have my gimbal out because I need to concentrate, but still some view on this snow.
I feel like my lips are falling off. Well, you only
Made it to the refuge now.
you only go to
Not much longer to go. One of these houses
so
we're going to be resting in for the night
I wanted to go in
before we do summer push tomorrow. So
I wanted to
this is the refuge and the views. So this is our room that we're sleeping in for tonight. That's where I'll be sleeping, the big blanket sleeping bag. But if we come over here, Look at this for a view outside our window. Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Like, what is the movie? This trip's over. That would be hilarious, yes.
So we're at the refuge now. That's the building we're staying in. That's the view we have, and now we've got crampons on, and we're just gonna practice walking without crampons. We'll just walk up there or something. This is where we're staying for the night. So let's get going with these. It's just perfect, isn't it? It's absolutely perfect. This whole experience. It's very tiring, and the altitude sickness makes you very tired. But the views are astronomical. It looks perfect. Hands are getting cold though now, so I think it might be time to take a bit of a nap before dinner time. So it's been a fantastic day. Portuguese people down there, let me see if I can show you. They just summited and they're coming back down now. Yeah, they were very nice. They gave us a good few tips, but I've got my crampons on. Practicing with them. They're gonna help me in the ice. It's going pretty good. So I think I'll see you guys in the morning. So good morning everyone. It's summit day today and happy St. Patrick's Day. We've just woken up from the refuge and it's time to head to the peak. I know it's hard to see, but it's just because it's very dark and I've got this big bright head torch on, but we're going to be heading up the summit that way. Hopefully we get there in about 4 hours, so I'll try to record as much as I can, but it is very dark. See, I'm excited but tired as well. And this shows just how important the head torch is, because that's what it looks like with my head torch. And that's what it looks like without. So it's very important. And there you can see my shadow there, so everybody can see going up. We made it to the top of Mount toubkal. Woo! After saying very tired of this. It was hard. It was hard. But it was worth it. It was worth it. So, we have made it back to the refuge after 4 hours to the top and about an hour and a half back down. It was very strenuous and hard, but we stood at the tip of North Africa. Now me and Oisin are just having a Pepsi, and then we're gonna have some lunch, and then we're gonna continue on and get back down to the village of Imlil, which should be another 2.5 hours, 3 hours hike. So we've been hiking so far for 11.5 hours of moving time. So we need to get fed. So this is the village that we're visiting before we get to the desert. It's some cool looking village. It's a nice break from the mountains, as the mountains were extremely cold, but it's nice and sunny here again. So hopefully we won't be bothered too much by the cold. So it turns out that this village we're walking through is the village that Gladiator 2 was filmed in, that Paul Mescal and Denzel Washington was in. That was released this year, which is pretty cool that we get to walk through this village and see where the movie was made. So I'll continue to record for a bit and I'll get some good shots and I'll see if we can pick out any places we recognise from the movie. So it turns out a lot of things have been filmed here, like Outer Banks, Gladiator 2, Gladiator 1, Indiana Jones, and stuff like Lawrence of Arabia as well, which is very, very cool. This is just a lot of posters from all the videos and movies that have been made. So it's actually quite a cool place we're in, a lot cooler than I thought. It's called Ben at Adu, I think it's called. I also just noticed The Mummy is filmed here, which is probably the coolest movie of all time. That is one of my favourites and I love, so I just needed to record this to make it out there that I'm in the place where The Mummy was filmed. So it turns out that this village is the village where the opening fight scene that Paul Mescal was in Gladiator 2, when he was captured as a slave, which I think is very cool. So Paul Mescal was here when he was fighting as a slave for Denzel Washington in there. So it's a pretty cool village we're in. I'm just happy that we're at a place where The Mummy was filmed, because I absolutely love The Mummy. But that's also kind of cool. And then there is our mountains from yesterday.
And the most complicated technique is what we call kilim. And kilim is the art of needle, woven and embroidered.
Well, here we are, riding on camels through the Sahara Desert. It's actually pretty cool, and the camels are not that uncomfortable, to be fair. It's a little warm, but it is cool to see all the sand dunes just from miles. Apologies for the shaking, the sky is pretty shaky, but it's a good view.
Oh, here we are. Here we are. We've made it to the Sahara camp for the night. So we're going to have dinner here and we're going to sleep under the stars. And I won't lie, the The riding the camels was fun for a bit. The novelty wore off and it started to get a bit uncomfortable. But it was still good crack. I'm happy we done it. And this looks like a very nice and welcoming camp. So hopefully I get a good view of the stars. This is it here. Looks fancy. So this is the tent we're staying in. Here's Machine. And these are the beds. Extremely luxurious, as you can see. Extremely. So it's the next day. We're back from the desert. We spent the night in a hotel in Marrakesh. And now we are about to get in some hot air balloons. Unfortunately, it is quite cloudy today, but I still think it'll be a fun experience nonetheless. So I'll get a few shots and clips of us going up there and going up. But yeah, I wish it wasn't as cloudy. This is the balloon here that we're getting in, which is pretty good because it's the only one that isn't completely surrounded by clouds. So we got pretty lucky.
And a bit of ABBA as well.
So we're off the hot air balloon now. The balloon isn't even on the basket anymore. You get a certificate. So this is going to go on my CV.
This is in Arabic.
So I'm back in Dublin now, and that was a fantastic adventure. It was an amazing holiday. I'm happy to get another mountain off my list for Project World Peaks. And I'm excited to get more tallest mountains, or tallest peaks for countries that don't necessarily have mountains. But anyway, stay tuned for the next episode of Project World Peaks.